Alright, so today I did just get a packaging from Best Buy, and yeah, today we're going to be unboxing this GameSir G7 Pro controller. So, this is a controller that has a lot of hype all over the place. I mean, I've seen it everywhere. And yeah, overall, sorry for the shaking by the way. Overall, it does seem like a solid offering by GameSir. It seems very solid overall in its ability to deliver, I mean, of course, performance. If there's anything I have heard that the thumbsticks can be, or not the thumbsticks, I'm sorry, sorry about that. I have heard that the D-pad is actually a little bit mushy. So, other than the D-pad being mushy, I haven't really heard anything bad about this controller. So, I mean, I'm expecting some really good things from this. Alright, so for what this controller includes, this controller does include a charging stand, some extra D-pads, and a USB dongle. The USB dongle can be used on PC. I'm pretty sure for Xbox it is only a wired connection, so that is kind of a downside. But I mean, it's still a great controller. And I'm pretty sure for mobile you do get Bluetooth connection, so that's pretty nice there. You do get a charging dock. I know you can charge it just USB into there, but you do get a charging dock that you can just charge it at. It's a really nice dock, and overall I really like this colorway. I mean, I think the white is really nice. And yeah, you can see here your tri-mode connectivity. Apparently you get a 1 month of Game Pass, which is pretty cool. 2 interchangeable D-pads, the USB dongle, as I said before, and this is officially certified, designed for Xbox, so that's pretty cool. Looking at the back here, we do see anti-stick drift that does tie in with the TMR sticks that aren't in this controller. Pretty cool. Pretty much like a better version of Hall effect. You do get a lot more battery life, so that's the big thing with these sticks. TMR is kind of just a more advanced version of Hall effect, is how I've seen it. And it just gives you a lot better battery life, giving this controller really good battery life. And yeah, opening it up, we can start to see some other stuff. Let me get my knife. Where I leave my knife? It's right here. So yeah, opening it up here. Let's see how we open this up. Let's see if there's some. See on the other side too. So yeah, overall, the packaging's pretty nice. Let me open it on camera for you guys. The packaging is pretty nice. You can see here. Slide this box off right here. I'll put that over here. And yeah, let me open the actual controller now. But yeah, overall this seems like a really solid offering. I do plan to use it for Rocket League. Maybe might try it on Battlefield 6. I know that just came out, and might try it on Fortnite, some other games. But overall, I do just want this for Rocket League. I'm still using an old Xbox 360 controller, so it's gonna be a big upgrade from that. Here's the controller. We could go with a stand first. Nice stand. It looks like metal, but it's plastic. Still pretty decent quality plastic. You do get rubber feel on the bottom, and you get, what's this down here? We'll look at that later. Anyway, now to the controller. So you do get the thumbsticks protected, so that's pretty nice. Let's see if there's an actual way to open this, or if I just have to rip it. Alright, they have some little tape here, but we can just rip it off. Alright, this is the actual controller. Here you can see you come with some little thumbstick covers. It's nice. And there we go. Out of the frame. Okay. So yeah, you get these little thumbstick covers. Pretty nice. First impressions, this feels pretty nice. This is kind of weird over here on top, but yeah, I know another interesting thing about this controller is the fact that instead of having 2 back paddles over here, you actually get two bumpers up here. Clicky bumpers. I don't know if you can hear that, but you get some clicky bumpers. Pretty nice though. I like the whole transparent thing they went with up here. It's pretty nice. It feels really nice. These grips, they're not as rubbery as you would expect, but they're still pretty nice. And overall, the controller feels nice. These little see-through parts look solid. The triggers, really nice. Left, right click, up or left and right bumper, nice too. And these sticks feel really nice too. All right, I haven't touched the D-pad on purpose because, I mean, the only thing I've seen negative about this controller is the D-pad. So we can see if the D-pad is going to be mushy. Okay, so in my opinion, I don't think it's very mushy. I do get where people get that idea of it being mushy. It is kind of loose, I would describe it. It doesn't feel very premium, but it feels nice. It doesn't feel bad. But I do see how some people may see that as mushy. But overall, I mean, I'm happy with it. It's nice. Is it the most high quality feeling D-pad? No. So I do see that, but overall, I like it. And yeah, everything overall, these little buttons on top, instead of the paddles, these actually do work pretty well. I mean, I like how they feel. And the clicks on, it's really nice. Of course, the back paddles, just regular buttons, they feel nice too. You do get some adjustments on here, so you can, I think there's trigger lift off. Let's see if you put it all the way over here. Yeah, so these actually lock in when you set these all the way in. And you get clicks on these, which is nice, really nice. I don't know if you can hear those. Really nice. And then we can just put them back. You get, and I think they have an in-between mode, or no, it's just on off. You could just do one, regular. And we could look at these bottom ones. So this is your, I don't know if you guys could see that, the Bluetooth, go between Bluetooth and USB, so that's nice. R4 lock and L4 lock, I guess just lock these. There we go. Yeah, so it just locks the rear bumpers. So you can't really, I don't know if you guys can see that, you can't really press them down. I mean, nice features, a lot of customizability. So, I mean, it's always a plus. Oh, thing is though, this does look kind of weird. I mean, I never really noticed this in any of the reviews, but this whole charging thing does look a little bit weird. I mean, it is a part of the controller, I think. I don't think you can take this off. But yeah, I also do like the clicks on the D-pads. I think those are pretty nice. Overall, nice. I like the grips. I like everything on it. All right, so what else we get with this controller? Of course, just the USB dongle. Get here, basic dongle, plastic, basic USB port. Nice. And you get your 2 sticks. By the way, guys, this is all plastic. I know it does have some metal finishes that looks like on it, but it's all plastic. I mean, this is retail $79.99, so it's not the most expensive controller. Definitely cheaper than the Xbox Elite, so I mean, not a bad deal. And I mean, the plastic feels high quality. It's nice. Yeah, this is the little plus one you get. This is a little circular plus one. And then standard, you get this full circle D-pad type of thing. You can see there, I can show you guys an angle. So the controller, side angle. You get your back, little buttons. And other side, front. I can show you guys the clicks for each. So there's the stick moving. Put it closer over here. There's a stick moving. Other stick, here click. Stick click. Left stick click. Your buttons, a little bit of a click to them. Those are nice. And you're just your other buttons on here, and then your Xbox button. And you have your clicks. Well, these aren't clicky right now, but you can feel those. These on top. These are really clicky. I like these a lot. And of course, you can make these clicky on top. These also feel nice. All those feel really nice. And back to normal. Yeah, and then you have your back buttons. Just standard, no click on these, but still pretty nice. All right, so that's what we have there. And now we can go to the cable. So we do get a braided cable on here. I think that's the Game Pass. All right, so braided cable, GameSir logo on it, white. This is a nice white braided cable with a little GameSir tie on it. It's nice. I'll probably use this for cable management. I mean, this is a nice braided cable. I didn't expect it to be braided, but I mean, it's a really shiny white braid. It's pretty nice. Really long USB side, and then you get your standard USB-C side. I think this does plug into the dock, so how you would do it here is you just plug it into the dock, and yeah, you just charge the controller on here. I will show you guys that right now momentarily. And we get this little package. I think there's the Game Pass Premium thing, or actually I think it's some stickers. Let's see, stickers and pamphlets. GameSir pamphlet, GameSir sticker. This is a nice sticker. Yeah, and you get your Xbox Ultimate Game Pass code. That's pretty cool. And then just the manual, so it's cool. So okay, so let's get this all out of the way and see it plugged in. So I'm just gonna plug it into a USB port I have down here. All right, so I plugged it into my PC. The wire's a little bit messy, don't mind that, but let's see it dock first of all. So we can dock it right here. Let me center that real quick. Okay, so we can dock it. You see here, there's no magnets or anything. Just kind of dock it. It lights up on the bottom, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, I guess that just indicates that's charging. Something I didn't mention earlier that's actually pretty cool. You do get, I guess there's your pairing button for either, well, I guess just for iPhones, or actually you can't use this on Android. So your pairing button for Samsung phones or Android phones. And you do have a mic button actually. That has a nice click. And you do actually get an aux button. So yeah, there's actually a mic mute, mic unmute. And you get an aux button down, or an aux port. You can see here, you have the little gold charging pins, I guess, pogo pins, put into here. Sits pretty nicely. No, again, no magnets, but sits pretty nicely and it's pretty cool. That's kind of it for the beginning parts of this. Next part of this video, I'm just going to be showing you guys some actual use of this. So I guess I'll get on some Battlefield and just show you guys real quick how I feel about it in an actual game. And yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, so while Battlefield is loading up, I could show you guys here. Switching out the little D-pad is actually pretty easy. So it is just some 4 little prongs, I guess, in there. You just kind of line it up, push it in. If I do this properly. Alright, so there is actually a pin here. One of them has a little notch on it. You make sure that notch is lined up with a top, which also has a notch. And you're kind of just able to put it in here. And it fits really nicely. Taking it out, it's actually really easy too. It took me like a second to figure out. You just kind of pull it out. So it's pretty cool. Pull it out and then you can kind of swap it out with either one. We have this, of course, circular one, or this just plus regular one. And yeah, you could put whichever you want. Same thing, make sure you line up the notch with the top, and it's that easy. Me personally, I do like the regular circular one, so that is what I'm gonna be staying with. But yeah, just taking it off is easy if I can get it. All right guys, so I did lie a little bit. After I tried to put this plus one back on, I did definitely struggle for like 5 minutes to take it off. So yeah, note to self, the circular one is a little bit easier to take off, but this plus and this other plus one are probably a little bit harder. Just so you guys know, I did actually end up having to get a pry tool to pry it open, but I mean, you probably don't. I probably just have a weak grip, but I mean, overall pretty nice. Not that hard to take off. I just couldn't get that plus circular one off, but I mean, putting them on at least is pretty easy, and taking the circular one off, which is the one it comes with, is pretty easy. If you do decide to get another one on there, you might need a prying tool. Those are a little bit harder. Alright, and let's get into some Battlefield gameplay so I can just give you guys some final thoughts on this controller. Alright, so hopping into some Battlefield as this screen loads up. I mean, the controller does feel really nice. I mean, I really like the feeling of it. You guys can probably hear the clicks on there. Yes, this is me still just recording my screen. Why? It's just a little bit easier for me. But yeah, just probably just get in the game. I will give you guys some last minute feedback on the controller, how I feel about it. And maybe if you guys do want to see an update video, maybe like a month into having this controller, I can probably do that. So yeah, let's first get this working. It's connected to my keyboard for some reason. So we did get the controller working finally. That was my bad. I do have this is a PC setup, so I am using the dongle and I do have my keyboard plugged in, so it did have some trouble recognizing the controller, but I mean, as soon as I plugged it in again, it worked. Of course, ideally I wouldn't have launched the game with my keyboard plugged in and with the controller not plugged in. That was my bad. But yeah, as soon as I plugged in the dongle properly, everything worked fine. So I'm not gonna knock that out of the controller. That was definitely user error. So getting into some multiplayer, I'll just do some lockdown. My favorite mode, I actually do like the smaller battles in this. By the way, I am not a controller player, nor do I ever claim to be, so this probably isn't going to be the best gameplay you've ever seen. But I mean, I'll try to see how this feels and just wrap it up for you guys. Alright, so hopping into my first game, and overall just feeling the controller for a little bit, it feels pretty nice. I really like the thumbsticks. I like all the buttons on there. I really like the little buttons on top, the little top buttons, and the back pedals feel pretty good. If anything I have noticed, it is the D-pad is kind of growing on me. It does feel a little bit weird, or I guess soft, and I wouldn't say bad, but it definitely doesn't feel the most high quality like the rest of this controller feels, but overall not bad. Just giving you guys some final gameplay, see how I feel on this controller. Everything does feel good, no issues with that. So yeah, again, I'm not a controller player, so I'm not that good, but yeah, so clearly I'm not the best controller player, but overall, if I was good, this definitely would feel really nice. The sensitivity also is just not me. I gotta kill somehow. Anyways, yeah, just wrapping that up. This was the G7 Pro by GameSir. Overall, really nice controller. I liked it, everything about it. I like the rubber grips. I like all the buttons pretty much. Other than the D-pad, that is a little bit iffy. Not bad. I wouldn't say it's as bad as other reviewers say it is, but it is a little bit weird compared to the rest of the controller. It doesn't feel as high quality, but overall, everything else, the customizability, everything you really get with it, it's a very solid offering. I do recommend it. It's probably one of the best controllers in this price range. I do plan on doing a follow-up video for this controller and maybe doing some other controllers in the future that you guys might want to see. And yeah, so thank you guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, this is my first video back after, you know, a little bit of a hiatus, but if you do want to see more, just like and subscribe. Tell me if you guys want to see a 1 month update on this controller and me playing with it. Maybe I'll get a little bit better at Battlefield 6. But yeah, overall, thank you guys for watching. I just died, and have a good one.